In the early 1900s, rumors of gold spread, rumors about a certain valley in which you could find pounds of pure gold. There came crowds of gold prospectors looking to enrich themselves. In 1906, two brothers, Willie and Frank McLeod, explored the Nahanni Valley in search of gold, and they would never return. 2 years later, the bodies of the brothers were found on the banks of the Nahanni River. The two men were murdered, decapitated, and left on the side of the river. Their heads were nowhere to be found. The body of one of the brothers appeared to be reaching for a rifle, which indicated that he was trying to defend himself. 9 years after the bodies of the McLeod brothers were found, Martin Jorgensen set off into the Nahanni Valley in search of gold. Apparently, Jorgensen was successful in his venture because he had sent out letters that he had struck gold. But after his companions went looking for him, they discovered that his cabin mysteriously burned to the ground. His body was discovered just like the McLeod brothers, without his head, and his head nowhere to be found. Even though Jorgensen had written to his companions that he had struck gold, no gold was found at the cabin. In 1945, a miner, whose name is now lost, succumbed to the same fate. His body was found decapitated in a sleeping bag, and again, his head was never found. The Dene tribe, natives of the land, speak of a 200-mile gorge. They speak of an unknown evil dwelling there. This 200-mile gorge within the Nahanni Valley is what gained the nickname the Valley of Headless Men. The valley is inaccessible by car, with no roads leading in or out, boats and bush planes being the most preferred form of transportation. Many have said that the Nahanni Valley is one of the last truly unexplored places in the world. Well over 300 miles from the nearest city, due to its remoteness, the Nahanni Valley has been largely untouched. Starting from 1908, up to 44 persons have either died or disappeared within the Nahanni Valley, and at least 14 of them were said to have been missing their heads.